Hello and welcome to A-Level Fine Art. My name is Tonya Jones.
And I'm Kate Ash.
Together we teach A-Level Fine Art at Christopher Whitehead Language College. The course is split into two parts, a practical portfolio of work on a theme of your choice and contextual studies, learning about practitioners and the history of fine art practice.
Within the portfolio, students explore skills and develop knowledge through their practical work. Initially, these are teacher-led, deadline-driven tasks to build practical skills in a range of fine art media which encourages independent thought, creation of original ideas, problem solving and the ability to accept and respond to critique. This leads to an independent, sustained body of fine art on a theme of your choice, which shows mastery of media.
Within contextual studies, students respond to artists' work and develop skills in literacy. Tasks are devised to build skills in research, referencing, critical analysis, response and justification for your own work. Contextual tasks lead to a related study, a minimum 1,000-word essay, visual response and justification that has links to your portfolio.
Mini projects at the beginning of Year 12 will allow you to explore ideas and try out new approaches which will inform your portfolio later in the year, giving you an opportunity to find your strengths and weaknesses. Let's meet some students and have a look at their work.
Hi, my name's Tom and I did A-Level Art. This is my portfolio. So my portfolio was called iGen 1.0 and in the project I talked about technology and its impact on modern generations. So this is my title page and mind map. Then we've got some exploratory work. This piece here is my favourite of the exploratory work, where I have two paintings of the same image. One where it's quite natural, she's blending into the background almost. Here is quite harsh and she's clearly pixelated. It shows technology's impact on people and how it makes us not with nature and quite robotic. Then we have some more exploratory work, some pictures that I took, some more exploratory work. Here is my favourite artist copy that I did. I really wanted to choose this artist, Sam McInnes, because I loved this album cover that he made. Choosing this artist allowed me to have a really expressive use of colour in my project. This was an artist inspiration piece, and these are some photographs that I took. This was my second artist, and some pieces and some photos I took that were inspired by him. And this was my third artist, who was a text-based artist. So this is where my project really became like what I wanted to talk about, where I was combining all of my three artists together. And so this is the first set of three pieces. This one is called Filtered, and it's two paintings where I have portraits of people with text over their faces. And if you read the text, it shows the disparity between what we show online versus the life we actually lead. And then over here we have the second set, which is called Comparison Culture, which comprises of this painting and this painting. And in the two paintings we have models looking at each other, comparing themselves to one another. And so obviously it's all the same model, which shows how when you're scrolling through Instagram and you're looking at people on your phone and you're comparing yourself to them, all that you're really doing is looking at your own flaws and your own weaknesses. And then we have this piece called iGen. This piece is accompanied by a massive canvas that's currently in school, and both of them are self-portraits of me with JavaScript in the background and pixels blocking my face, showing how technology now kind of blocks our humanity and makes us kind of less original.
Hi, my name is Jessica and I have just completed my A-level in Fine Art. My portfolio is called The Human Condition, and my intention was to develop ways in which an individual's life can change due to illness and how this not only affects their own life but also impacts on the lives of those around them. I used mainly graphite in my artwork, like the portraits of Clara Leo and Nunzio Passi, but also added more unconventional media to the drawings, often real objects inspired by artists such as Banksy and Damien Hirst, and also explored photography like Jennifer Thorston. By adding some symbolism to my images, I asked the viewer not to just look at the portrait, but to consider the inner struggles of the subject, battling with psychological effects of having an illness and dealing with the pressures of the situations they now find themselves in. The artwork focuses on my grandparents and the difficulties my grandfather faces as his role changed to carer to help my nan as she battled with myeloma, an incurable cancer of the blood. As I was also interested in film, my portfolio ended with a documentary featuring my grandparents talking about the impact of the illness on both their lives and particularly the role of the carer.
This is a 60% coursework A-level, which is made up of the practical portfolio and the related study. Your coursework units will be completed by February of Year 2. The remaining 40% is an externally set project with a 15-hour timed practical test, completed under exam conditions. The time test is exactly like the practical portfolio, but created over 10 weeks. It is a body of work based on a theme or genre set by OCR. You will resolve your preparatory work by creating a final outcome during the 15 hours timed test.
This is a fast-paced, exciting course for creative people who have already achieved a level 6 or above in fine art or art, craft and design GCSE. You need to be open to regular critique and be able to review and modify your work on an ongoing basis. If you have any further questions, please email us at the following address.